Print on demand is a long-term business model. The work we do today, we're going to be rewarded for over a long time horizon. When I upload products today for sale on places like Etsy, I want to be rewarded for this effort, for this work, not just this year, but next year and the year after. I got my start with print on demand back in 2017 with Amazon merch. To this day, I am still making sales from uploads that took place in early 2017. I mean, let that sink in. Now, for this to be true, for all of us, we also need to understand and respect the rules of the game, and that involves understanding intellectual property law in the United States. And in this video, I have a really nice solution for Etsy sellers like myself, like you hopefully as well, that essentially scans our entire catalog of Etsy listings and alerts us to potential trademark infringement. This is something you're not going to want to miss, and it's already built into a tool that most of us are familiar with. That is EverBee. So I'm going to show you how to use it in this video. Let's get to it. So let's say you've got a mega successful Etsy shop like this one, Kennedy Claire Couture on Etsy, almost 250,000 sales. Now they have 700 products listed for sale. You can see that over here on the left side. How do they monitor potential trademark infringement for the products that they offer? It's one thing to do the research before you list a product for sale, but it's another to constantly monitor for trademarks that may go live after your product listing went live. This is something that all print-on-demand sellers have to deal with, unfortunately. This is where EverBee really comes in to play. But before I show you EverBee's trademark monitor, let me just show you a quick example of how we might go about doing trademark validation initially before we use the trademark monitor. So if this is my listing here, first day of first grade shirt, I might go to the USPTO website and do a quick trademark search for something like first grade, here I come. Then go ahead and click submit query, and perfect, no test records were found that match the criteria. So we should be good to go, but what if there's a trademark on just first grade, right? That's something we may need to look for. So I searched just first grade, and all of a sudden there's quite a few potential matches. Now this shouldn't deter you from selling print on demand. It's something that you can get used to doing and expedite this process. Honestly, the next thing I typically do is Control F and then type in exactly what I'm searching for and look for exact matches. And then if you see one, look for the second column to have a registration number, and then check the trademark class, which if I hide myself all the way on the right-hand side, you can actually see the trademark class, all right? And also the live dead indicator, all right? But you're essentially going to want to look for these trademark classes. This is not meant to be all-encompassing, but for print-on-demand sellers, and this is something that also is useful later on when we fire up EverBee, that these trademark classes may pertain to what you're selling. The big one is probably 25 for most people because that refers to clothing, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all the likes. But there's also, classes for if you're selling like phone cases, face masks, wall art, etc. So for instance, again, I'm going to hide myself and just show you here at the bottom, it says first grade, class 25, all right? But the live dead indicator says dead. But if I click it, it at least shows you that there used to be a trademark record for the word mark first grade. And this was protected for use on dresses, sports shirts, polo shirts, pajamas, etc. But because the live dead indicator says dead, we are good to go. And you can actually see how far back the trademark database goes. Registration date was back in 1971, and this trademark was canceled in 1977. I believe if you tried to get this today, this would be considered probably a frivolous trademark. And during the published for opposition period, you'd probably not be able to ultimately get this trademark. And you don't need to know how trademarks really work, guys, unless you're like an Amazon seller like me and you had to do it for brand registry and then you learn quite a bit. Anyways, now let's jump on over to EverBee. If you guys haven't tried it yet, I think it's most notably known for assisting Etsy sellers with product research. That's something that I constantly come back to EverBee for help with. Honestly, you can do things like scanning big successful shops like this one right here, Kennedy Claire Couture, it'll look at all of their product listings, export the data into a spreadsheet, and then we can kind of drill down into what are their best sellers, what niches are they targeting. You can actually see right here, they're already going after some Halloween and Thanksgiving. Anyways, that's one benefit of EverBee, but I wanted to show you today the trademark monitor, and that is what I am doing right here. I tried to blur out my products so that they're a little bit protected, but what you're seeing here is it has essentially scanned my listings, and one of them is kind of hung up because I'm not going to lie, I have a few thousand listings. I have quite a few. So it's probably just taken its time rolling through everything. And you can actually see here how many potential trademark alerts there are associated with each listing. It gives you a number of potential alerts that we need to be aware of. And if you click them, you'll see a little pop out appear from the side of the screen. It'll show you the listing information, and then it'll give you the potential trademarked words contained in the title and in the tags. Now, just because you see an alert does not mean that you've done something wrong. It's literally alerting you to the potential to do something wrong. This is where it really helps to have that trademark classes written down. What I can honestly do, if you guys want, I will link to this. I'll make a Google Doc that we can share, and I'll put the link in the description right next to the link to sign up for EverBee. That way you guys can either, reference this in the future. I would honestly just like copy paste it to your computer. That way you have it to reference, so you have the primary, relevant trademark classes, guys. But from here also, even though I blurred it out, over here on the right-hand side on the sidebar, you can actually see the potential trademarks and the number of trademarks associated with those words. All right, there are existing trademark records in the USPTO today that are relevant to the listing that it just scanned for you. And again, this is going to alert you to new trademarks that maybe just went live. And this is after you published your listings. These are things that we have to be aware of as print-on-demand sellers. And EverBee is making it easy for us to do by just simply revisiting the trademark monitor section built into the EverBee app. Also, just so you know, before I wrap this video up, there is a snooze button. It is the bell icon with a Z in it that you're able to click if you want to snooze alerts on a specific listing. But what you can honestly do over time is just come back every now and then, refresh, and just take a quick scan and see if there's any new pertinent trademark records that went live recently related to any of your Etsy listings, because keeping your account safe is always a top priority. As print-on-demand sellers, we open the video by reminding you that something we already know, it is a long-term business. We are going to reap the benefit of our hard work today. We're going to reap the benefit of that hard work for years to come. That's what I want for everybody that wants to be a print-on-demand seller. That's always my goal. I'm thinking long-term. And EverBee's Trademark Monitor is helping keep my Etsy account safe with the Trademark Alert feature, Trademark Monitor feature with the trademark alerts. So guys, check it out. It's linked in the description. Please hit that like button if you found this video useful. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or feedback in the comment section. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video.